What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to show you guys how I do the front suspension on these bag trucks. Y'all make sure to go to our website, jccustoms.com, and get some merch. One of the things I don't think I've ever mentioned, or anybody mentions for a matter of fact, is how these spindles have to get reamed out. The ball joint now goes through the bottom up instead of up down. So we gotta fix this taper so that it fits the ball joint, and then we also have to ream that out so that we can use our Heim steering kit instead of the OEM style one. This is what I mean by that. Originally they go like that, but now it's gonna go like that, which will give it more travel. And so obviously you have to ream this out to fit the taper of the bar joint, and then you can get it in there. And you always have to put a washer up top to make sure the nut doesn't eat up the spindle. So this is what happens whenever whoever does your tub work either hasn't done it for this size wheel, or just doesn't know what they're doing. They left it really low, so I'm having to go in there and cut some more, cut that some more. And hopefully I don't have to completely redo them. But if we do, it'll be in good hands and we'll take care of it. So as you guys can see, they're sitting on the tire right now. The fender is on. But look at this. There were just some tubs that weren't meant for bagging a vehicle. Look at the firewall. The way we do it, it comes all the way out and it hides that piece. Makes it look really nice. Just keep on going. So before we actually put on the control arm, guys, this is what everything looks like. It's all cleaned up. It's bare metal. And then we have our control arm right here that we have to get on there. And it has a certain spot where it has to go, where I leave it at least, so that the wool will look centered instead of really close to the firewall. You gotta remember, these are 28s we're dealing with, so they're pretty big wheels, so you want to get it as centered as possible so that you have space to ride low back here. Now that I have it where I want it, I can go in there and tack it in some more and then fully weld it, you guys. There it is, guys, all fully welded inside and out. I'm not gonna tell you all the measurements, not because I don't want to, but really it's just, if you buy a kit that's not built like mine, or you don't buy my specific kit, the measurements that I give you might be different, and I don't want you to tell me, hey, my wheel's off centered and it's your fault. And really it's just the fact that you don't have the same stuff that I do. So if you're interested in buying my kit, shoot me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. we'll get it figured out. We can get it shipped out to your door. Everything, ball joints, bushings, steering kit, the whole 9 yards. So after it gets fully welded, we end up with this, guys. The back mount, controller mount, shock mount right there, and we weld our brake mount right there, the brake line mount, so it won't just be hanging and loose like some other people leave it. It's ready for a fresh coat of paint. The control arms are mounted too, painted, and we're getting ready for paint. The shock mount, we started putting the shocks in there because I had a truck in the past. I'm not gonna say what kit I used, but I built it exactly how they do it, and shock was rubbing. So I fixed the issue so that wouldn't be an issue no more, and that's why I started doing my own thing, so that the shock would be inboard. It would never actually touch the wheel, and you still get a really good smooth ride out of it. There you have it, guys. All painted, some flat black paint so it won't rust out. There it is, guys. We're getting it assembled. New ball joints, new bolts. They're riding really good. This is what I was telling you guys about. You see how the wheel is centered? It's not forward or back. It also doesn't have camber either. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it still doesn't even have an alignment either. The fender doesn't bolt up all the way because the tub's in the way. So we might just have to get rid of that completely. And we gotta let the customer know, that way he can make that call. But front suspension is done, guys. On the next video, you guys will be seeing the rear. We'll be doing the fuel cell on there, the airlift, the 4-link, and the rest of the stuff in the back.